Which game do you wanna go over first, though? The early game one or the second one?
I think maybe the bad cane one.
Okay, I've already had some points. I just legit clicked 2 minutes and I already have like 3 things. Okay, give me a second though. I need to go to the other room for a second. Hello? Okay, I'm back. Hello, I'm back. Okay, wait.
Yep.
Let me pull it up. I forgot which one to... This, okay. This, let me just change it so it doesn't have to switch away. Oh, okay. Turn off league. Should I try screen share or are you fine with just seeing it on stream? But wait, I would...
I'm on stream right now, but
Okay,
there's like a bit of a delay, so
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
that's fine. I will just pause when I want to talk about something, okay? So,
Okay.
I want to ask you like few things about your setup, okay? Why are you running Inspiration, Lilia? Because this is a thing that I see every single time, and I'm having more and more of a problem with it.
Because I find that her early clears are pretty slow without it, so I like to smite like the Gromp or the blue buff or the Krug. And I like to do like flash plays. I struggle into ranged comps, so doing like a flash R alt combo kind of helps with that.
Okay, so you actually have reasoning for it. Now, my question is, isn't enhancing, bro? What the fuck? How do you pronounce it? Enhancing what you're strong at more important than trying to like patch your weak points, because you will never kind of patch them fully. No, like if you struggle into range comps, that 1 minute won't like define if you lose or like win the game. But making yourself stronger at the stuff that you're strong at already gives you more options. No, like it allows you to carry the game harder, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
the counterpoint would be, wait, give me a second. I need to change it to window capture. I'm gonna change it to screen capture, display capture, so I can show it. The counterpoint is to that. I'm gonna pull up my OPG. Is Resolve tree, because Lilia is probably like, how would you define Lilia as a champion? Like, if you have to explain like her role in the game, like what is her role in the game?
She clears fast, so I tend to like farm a lot.
No, like tank, bruiser, like mage. That's not okay.
That.
Yes.
I would say bruiser. Like I did used to go the resolve tree when the Rod of Ages, Frozen Heart, Lilia build was a thing, but I find that Rod of Ages kind of sucks now. It makes her clearing so slow, and you don't get much gold, so you don't accelerate yourself faster. So I don't really go the resolve tree anymore, but I used to go that last season with the Rod of Ages build.
Okay, don't you think Lilia clear is actually slower than last season?
I feel like it is.
It is, yes.
That's why I run the Cosmic Insight for the double smite.
Yeah, but do you know that the double smite only matters in one specific scenario where enemies are invading you on a red buff and you don't have a smite and they have? Like if you're playing like into Lee Sin, who is invading you on your full clear, you'll have your smite at red buff while he won't. That's the only time you wouldn't have smite, because otherwise you have it on every single scenario. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't actually, like the smite thingy doesn't matter. The flashpoint is important, but you need to also see what you're missing is that you're not allowed to buy boots early, which I feel like on Lilia matters so much. Like not having boots early.
Definitely.
Like there's some games where I will just go reset and buy full boots, and that buy is the best buy you can get on Lilia. Like by far, good evening, Hangout. Like it's by far the best buy you can get on Lilia, right? So
yeah, it helps you gank faster, and then you clear faster because you move between the camps faster.
yes,
And I find that like when I gank, I like to chase them down, but if they have slows, it kind of
it's not possible
messes
without
you
boots.
up.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Another thing is, okay, if you have this setup, why are we running green smite? Because I see this like every fucking third thingy I see. Why are we playing this smite? Do you know that green smite is the worst smite in the game? Just period. There's no situation you should be running green smite. Just no.
I just run green smite if I'm afraid that like they're gonna burst me or poke me, like because it gives you a tiny bit of shielding, but it's kind of shit now because they took away the tenacity, so I can see why it sucks. But sometimes I autopilot and I just buy the green smite because I don't know which one to go. Preferably I like blue smite because you run faster, but like through the bushes. But I've seen people saying that like there's a cap on your move speed, so
It's not a
that's why
cap.
people don't
It's
run
not
it.
a cap. It's not a cap. It's not a cap. It's movement speed has diminishing gains. Where like after a certain point you get less movement speed from the amount you buy, right?
Yeah.
But it's okay. So just don't build green smite. Like I don't think there's any point
Okay.
in going into detail. That smite is just terrible. Even tank junglers don't buy it anymore. Like that should say a lot, you know.
Oh.
Like that champion that smite is useless. It's a new player bait. Like the shield you get is meaningless. It has 10 seconds cooldown. No tenacity makes it terrible. Like there's legit no benefit. It's just between red smite and blue smite, and the only difference between them is red smite just gives you damage and soul, which is kind of whatever, and blue smite lets you like run around like dragon fights better because this is when you're not keeping your stacks, right? Where you can't keep your Q stacks, can't keep your stacks with E, and that's when the blue smite matters because you can go in out of the bush and get actually like positions to engage, right? From with the movement speed
Yeah.
from the bush. That's the only difference. So like try whichever it is, and then play the one that you care about, right? Because it depends on
Okay.
the player. Like I'm running 50-50.
So if like let's say you are into a comp that has slow resist, you'd go blue instead, right? Because like the red smite doesn't slow them, like Master ER and blue cane.
Honestly, I flip it like a burger. Sometimes I go red when
Okay.
I'm feeling it. Sometimes like the smite, they don't really matter. Like it won't lose you the game. The main point is at least hope it gives you something, and the green smite really doesn't give you much. The only time you could go green smite if you really wanna go tanky and you go resolve tree and then you go green smite and then you go insta tanky. That's then that shield actually kind of matters. But if you're also going like damage build, it's kind of whatever, no? Because that smite dies in
Yeah.
a second. It won't matter. So maybe
Yeah,
that's when
I
you could make a
do.
case for it.
Yeah, I do build green smite when I'm going for like Jack Show, Frozen Heart, or like Force of Nature. I guess I just autopiloted this game and bought green smite for whatever reason.
Okay, I just heard the word Jackshaw. Rule number
Yeah.
2, we don't buy Jackshaw. Rule number 1, we don't
Okay.
buy green site. Rule number 2, we don't buy Jackshaw. That item's terrible.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do you build instead if you need to survive like a blue cane or a Jace who's poking you?
Pray to God that your team is human, but depends on the state of the game. Like obviously, most of the time I would say Locket. Like Locket is the item I warmed up to. Like it's so good. Like I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna have this pulled up. I'm gonna stream this so it's easier. Locket stats and the stuff that gives you is perfect for Lilia. You get like shield, right? That you probably get it around level 11, so you get 300 shield, right?
Mhm.
Or AoE, right? And then you have 30 armor, 30 MR, 200 health, 10 ability haste, and you're just vibing, you know?
Oh wow, that is good.
And that's
I
for
never considered that.
2.2k. 2.2k by the way. So that's like by far the cheapest tank item. And if you like if the Jace is a problem, right? If you're in this game, then I would just anathema the Jace. I would anathema the Jace and I would just ignore the Kayn and build like Zonia or something. But I wouldn't go into the expensive items. Like tank items could kinda hit. Like at the start of the season they were really good. But they could kinda hit. There's not that many tank items you wanna buy. Mostly support items you should be looking at. Even Knight's Vow. Like I've had games where Knight's Vow is a good item as well. You probably never thought about that as well.
No, because I just kind of assume that's just for supports.
Okay,
Like,
2.2k,
yeah.
45 armor, 300 health, 15 ability haste, and that's also really useful in Lilia. Like giving your teammate, like your carry, this is really useful as well, right? Like
Yeah.
cheap items overall are better than expensive items. That's why I'm saying Jackshaw is really bad because if you look at Jackshaw stats, like we didn't even start the
Yeah.
game, like they're terrible. And the passive Jackshaw, it's 50 armor, 50 magic resist, and 300 health for 3.2k, which is so little. And then the passive, it looks good in theory, right? But
Yeah.
how often does the resistances that you get from this matter after 5 seconds? Because it's each second, so you need to be in a fight for 5 seconds. When does it matter? Like, I don't feel like the game is so slow that the 5 seconds ever matter. I've had like 0 games where buying Jack would have been a good idea, maybe one of them. That it's just so expensive, and that this passive just isn't enough. This is enough.
Yeah, it's probably good into like, like a drawn out team fight where I don't know, the enemy team has a lot of melee tanks or bruisers, but like I find that a lot of people are building, I mean, they're playing assassins, so you just get one shot before the passive stacks.
Yes, but also in drawn out team fights, you would rather have movement speed than AP, so it's like also kind of hard to have this. It's just so expensive. Like seeing something cost 3.2k and not be a strong item is just hard. Like the let's ignore the item. Okay. Other thing is you're playing into Kane, right? Are we allergic to buying pot? That should be a free matchup, by the way. Kane is free matchup for Lilia. Are we allergic to buying pot?
I don't like buying potions because Lilia heals off her camps, and I just want to full clear anyways. Like I don't plan to like fight out in the scuttle or anything like that. So
what about when you're getting invaded?
I didn't think he'd invade me because usually Canes don't do that, but then he did it to me for some reason, and yeah,
but
I died.
Canes do invade. Like I'm gonna give you a list of champions I would buy pot into at least. Like I would buy pot into Belveth. Like I would buy pot into what is there? All of these are whatever. Graves I would buy pot into. I would buy pot into like Kane, Kha'Zix, like Kindred, Lee Sin. Like all of these champions have like Nidalee. Like all of these champions that can early invade you. Because the lowest health you are is on the first two camps, right? So you need to look at you need to look at champions that can invade you all of these three camps, and those are mostly champions. Because the moment you cross to the other side, you're fine, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you need.
Well, sometimes they invade me on my second buff. Like I've had that happen before too.
But then it's mostly you misplaying because it comes down from you pathing in a bad way, right? It's not like you can avoid the second area misplay. But yeah, let's go into the game now because I think that's everything. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up a bit so it's not normal. Is it the quality okay? Can you see stuff happening?
I'm on an ad break right now.
Okay, who
so
put?
I can't see anything.
Okay, I think somebody put the ad break on. This was me, or maybe Cat forgot. It's fine. Nothing is happening so far. Tell me when the ad break ends, okay?
Okay, 59 seconds.
What the fuck? Why is it so long?
I guess I'm a new viewer, so.
I mean, but I don't have pre-roll ads. Weird. At least I shouldn't have them. I mean, I don't play ad breaks. It's my editor, my manager.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm watching your clear. And first of all, like, you need to be more conscious of how much damage you're taking because you shouldn't ever be that low HP. Like, you don't need to be tanking the buff. Have you, like, I don't even know how to explain this. Just don't take so much damage. Like, this is not hard. Like, you shouldn't be almost half HP bar after your blue buff. Even if you maximize your auto attacks, right? Like, you just shouldn't be that low HP.
Is it because I'm kiting wrong? Or,
You aren't kiting at all.
Oh, I'm not kiting.
No, you're not kiting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Lilia clear for season 14. Okay. Blue full clear. Maybe this guy kites because I'm not sure. See? Oh, this is perfect. I found the example of this. Look. TP's there. Like this, obviously, I think pre-nerf Lilia, but do you see how much less damage he's taking? He's still greeding. Like, he's being an idiot as well, but you can reduce his damage by like 200. Like, he's already 150 HP above you, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that, like, your HP right now is horrible. Like, 400 HP after coming into the camp, really bad. And now, yeah, you get invaded by Kane. Okay, now, my question is, if you have 500 HP right now, if you kite it properly, and you press spot right now, can he do this?
Probably not. Yeah.
You just beat him, yup. You just beat him.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So now
I just lost because of my HP. Like, he had more HP and I didn't, like, kite properly. Okay.
Yes. Because right now he should be dead. Kane can do this if you are having proper setup. Like right now you wouldn't die to this Q, and you would be able to just kill him because his cooldowns wouldn't be on. He would be just dead there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
your setup pretty much punished you. Like there's sometimes happens, you know, like that's why you need to learn how to clear efficiently for these like extreme situations where you get level 2 build. Also, other question. Why are we skipping wolves?
I thought I could like like I knew he like Kane was top side, so I wanted to take one of his camps because he took mine. I guess it's like an emotional play, maybe. I was
No,
tilted.
no, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's a good thinking. Good thinking. That's good. But you need to check bot lane for that, by the way. Before that, you need to see info bot lane because you
I
have
thought
no
they were
information.
pushed.
Yeah,
They
but
looked kind of pushed, so I thought it was safe to go for it.
okay, you think they are pushed and they look pushed, but we need to learn how to check minimap and we need to learn how to click on them. Do you know F keys? By the way, thank you for the follow. Do you know how to use F keys? Do you use them? Because it doesn't seem like you do.
Sometimes I don't have them ingrained in my muscle memory yet, so I
Okay.
usually just click on the minimap.
Okay, so I'm gonna start writing this. Proper setup and F keys. Those are the most important, okay? First 2 points. Like, you can rebind them. Like, I'm running them F1, F2, and XC. So it's easier. F1, F2 is top mid, and XC is bot mid, right? But you can
Yeah.
obviously rebind them to whatever you want, right? But
Yeah.
you need to have information. Pretty much the main core of jungle is information gathering. Like, you could be making a play that's good in your mind because you don't have the information. But the play is still bad, right? You need to gather the proper information. Because what if this wave like wasn't actually pushing? What if the wave is gonna slow push now? And what if the Jace is full HP and your Caitlyn is half HP bar and they can't play? I'm assuming this Jace, by the way, is like 40% health. But you still need to know this, right? You need to know what the situation bot lane actually is.
Yeah, I do find that I don't really check just because like I don't have it ingrained in my muscle memory yet, and also I tend to just autopilot and follow clear. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you still have to learn this. This is like a must-have. Pretty much every jungler like above master F keys, or at least checks the minimap. Okay, but this is good, yeah. Like, but right now, we don't know what to do. Like, I want to see what's happening. Is your bot lane trading right now? What's going on there? Like, I need to know because you're moving towards them. What if you can keep going and take Grom because your bot lane is pushing in? You don't know. You're just moving. Now we have information. It's been 3 minutes. That's the first info we have on bot lane. Yeah. Why aren't you staying there for longer? Why aren't you going for Gromp?
Um, I assume that Kane's on his wolves, and like I don't have my smite up, so Lilia just takes Gromp forever without items, so I just skipped it.
I think you don't need to smite the blue. Also, where did you use your
Oh,
ward?
I warded my Gromp when Kane was invading me.
Okay, that's just bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't do that. We don't do that. Because that kinda is a problem because right now, if you don't
I
use
don't
your
have
ward,
vision.
yes, if you're
Yeah.
right now, if you don't use ward, you ward behind this, and then you can start Gromp, and you ping your Milio to play in this bush, like this tri bush, right? Or and then you can take second camp, and then you're vibing, and the early game doesn't really matter. But you really need a ward behind this. Like at worst, you could buy a pink and play legit buy a pink and place a pink behind this, just so you know when Kane is approaching, so you can hold smite on the blue buff, and you can maybe go for Gromp. Because Kane has two options, right? He could either go there, boom, 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 and then the reset, or he could go into his red buff, this, and then full clear, right? Like that. And you don't know which option he took after he killed you, right? Does that make sense? Hello?
Sorry, I can't really follow because there's a
Delay?
lag between what you're saying and
Oh yeah,
yeah.
okay, wait. Let me write it and I will show it. Maybe I can try streaming. Let me see if it's gonna collapse.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Let's see my PC is still alive, I think. Okay. Okay, it's alive. Is the stream okay quality? On Discord? Am I alive? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, hope the stream on this on thing is also alive. Okay, so Kane after he killed you there, right? He has two options. Either he goes like this and then he runs into his bot side, right? And takes all of
Yeah.
these camps, or he goes complete full clear, right? And if he goes complete full clear, you have time for this, right?
Okay.
So you just need to know which one. I think you even might have time if he tips one camp. I'm not sure. It might be close, but I still think you should have a word behind this. Okay. Okay, I need info if Twitch stream is like good quality because I started streaming on Discord. My PC is alive, so it's good sign. But yeah, it feels really weird. Like if I was playing the Lily right now, I'd be tilted because I don't have any information. Also, can you play this? Like,
I was thinking of, like, ganking because, Jace is low mana and they're kinda chunked, but, like, um, I didn't. I was, like I felt like my, Milio just didn't really have much presence, like, he doesn't have much CC for me to go in.
What would you say? Why do I want you to gank there? For what reason would I want you to gank there?
Kane's not near us, so it's like a 3v2, and the wave is pushing towards us, I think. I can't really tell.
No, I just want a Grump. And how to get
Oh,
a
you just want
Grump?
Grump.
How do we want Grump? How do we get Grump? Right? How do we guarantee we can get this Grump?
You ward the, like,
No,
the
right now, in the current situation, how would we get this Grump?
I'm not sure.
You get this guy or this guy to 20% health, or you just chunk them. You just straight up go into the lane, you flip E. If you hit E, you end up like half-lifing them, and then you force your Milio to move with you into the jungle and you fight for this Grump. And then you have an advantageous fight, right? Because you just chunk them to low HP, the wave would crash, and then you have a fight, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But this is only because like you want this Grump, right? Because you're kind of behind, like your jungle camps are fucked, right? So this
Yep.
Grump would be really nice for you. And also, they don't have vision there because you can see it from the way they're playing. The Jace is walking upwards, so they never have vision there.
Yeah.
So you could throw
Okay.
IE, pray it hits off minions, and then you can half-life them, play for enemy Grump. Still fine to not do
Yeah.
it. Like, it's a bit flippy to do this, but I would probably go for this every single time.
Yeah, instead I went for the crab and I don't have smite up and he just takes it.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's probably whatever. At least you know he's 24 CS, so we count CS now. He did this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's I'm acoustic. That's 20, 24. So he Grump is up, right?
Yeah. But for some reason I think he just keeps harassing me, like he comes for my red here.
That's completely fine. Like, I don't think you're in danger. I think he's trolling right now. Like, if you just hold your E, if you hit EW, you kill him there, by the way. Maybe not kill, but he should be dead right now. You're really squishy, surprisingly.
Yeah,
Did
I
this
think it's because he's level 4, so.
Did he reset already? I'm surprised he took so much damage there, honestly. Didn't reset. Wow, that's crazy, actually. I'd have said you can fight this. See, like, if you think he could come there, I think you can do this red buff, actually. Because I didn't even consider him coming there, but you should notice in game that he could come there. If you can do this red buff, you just do golems, and you ward your blue buff in the meantime, and you just accept that you can take this. But also, do you need to use all of your abilities on it? I think it's fine if you don't start with E.
Yeah.
I think
I shouldn't have started with E.
Yeah, if you have E, he can't really run you down that hard there. But it's really fucked up situation to be either way, right? Like, this is how current of what happened earlier in the game. I guess you can't do anything about this. Yeah, but at this point, you just have to accept that you lost it and go golems. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's really good. So far, it's like not much you can do differently outside of the early play. You can help this. Nice. Take your red. Yeah, what do we do about after red buff though? After we take red?
I think I reset and then I go back to my top camps. But I probably should have ganked
No, we just reset. Good. We just reset.
Okay.
Like, we are behind, we need to like get back with levels, right?
Yeah.
When you're behind, don't try to flip a lot. Like, mostly go for guaranteed plays, because the Kane will end sooner or later. Just press B, going to top side. But have you noticed one problem? Like, it's been 5 minutes. We've talked about this. Have you noticed there's one problem with this whole game?
No,
We
don't
have zero
notice
information. Zero.
Oh, because I'm not
Zero.
using my F keys. Yeah.
Zero. It's not even F keys. You're not even looking at the map. Also, our buy is weird. We buy Dark Seal, by the way. Dark Seal and Ampton. Dark Seal, best item in the game.
Okay, I just thought because like the Kane and all my lanes are pushed in, I thought I wouldn't like snowball, so I decided to build towards Leandry's.
I mean, it's fine. Still Dark Seal, best item in the game. Use Spirit. Like, it's correct, your mindset, but also Dark Seal's OP. And if you randomly get a kill, which will happen, probably, then you're just vibing. Okay, we looked at the lane. 540, that was the first time. He can do this. Like, if you play this well, he can do this. Swain is moving though, you have to play this, so you can't walk in right now, you need to wait for Hui or Malphite to move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is still fine though, this is still fine. Like, you still should be winning this. Just play it so, yeah, you're chilling, the Kane is dead. Nice. Like they can do this, like this is trolling. But you have to play a bit slower, like I wouldn't go that fast.
Walk back in, yeah.
Yeah,
like
like
the Swain's there.
Yeah, Swain, but Swain also should be closer. Like, imagine the Swain is like sitting, like not in this bush, but he's like in bot side and he's able to like actually E you right now. Like in this current state, he could be there and he could be Eing you, and he would be dead, right? The only thing, if you had information right now, if you looked at the minimap right now, you could have seen that your Malphite is accepting away from top lane, and the moment he accepts this wave, he'll be able to move, which will happen. Look, the wave is gonna start moving upwards soon, and then he's gonna start moving too. So Sujit like 5 seconds diff. See, the wave is moving. It means there's no minions on the turret. He moves through.
Okay.
You just have to wait for that. The same, by the way, was happening on mid lane. Again, you didn't have info of this, but your mid laner is pushed in. He can't move.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have just waited.
Did she gank early? No, Kane invaded her. But yeah, like again, it's really hard to play from this spot because you wanna kinda like not lose everything, right? But at this point, you just have to be patient. It's up to your laners to decide when they wanna help you, right? You can ping them, but you need to be aware of what they can do and what they can't do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very unaware.
Very is an understatement. Like,
extremely unaware.
yeah, like this is a good example. Like, why are we walking top lane? Like, our camera is panning top lane. We're like thinking, what are we thinking there?
I'm thinking, maybe we could gank Mundo, but
Gank a level 6 Mundo.
Yeah. I didn't check his levels because I'm unaware, but then I just decided to save the way.
Yeah, okay. You didn't decide to save Hui, you decided to go bot lane, and it so happened that Hui was on mid lane.
Yeah.
Let's not excuse ourselves. Like, they're like. Also, don't hold smite, just smite it, please. So that's small. Okay, there's nothing wrong happening so far. Like, you're chilling in this game. Like, again, I would love to see bot lane right now. I would love to see bot lane state. Love to see anything that's happening in there. Again, like, okay, now we see them, but I guess you can do anything. Like, it's really hard to play LILLIA from behind. Again, we don't have Dark Seal. This would be a really good moment to buy boots, by the way. This, if you had green tree right now, you could buy boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, we are looking bot lane. That's big.
But I'm going up, so it doesn't really matter that
I mean, that's good. That's good still to look there. It's not about the fact that like you're not getting the info. It's about the fact that you just see what's going on. Because even right now, you could tell that like sooner or later the enemy bot lane will want to reset, and your bot lane will have prior sooner or later. In like 2 minutes, they probably will get prior. Okay, we get crap. Like, that's really lucky, but that's good. Okay, now what do we want to do afterwards?
Maybe help a lane out and prep for dragon.
Okay, which lane?
Bot, I'm thinking, or mid.
Yeah, but do you have any information on mid and top lane? Because I would say like top lane looks the most juicy.
Yeah, because Malphite's level 6.
Yeah, but also he's low HP, so that means they traded. So there's a chance Mundo is low HP. But we don't see.
Yeah.
And also, why were we crossing into bot side when our Gromp is respawning? We could press this. We could place a ward for our mid laner, like in this bush or in there, and then we could see where Kane is. No.
I didn't want to like go anywhere near Kane.
But you beat him though. You straight.
I guess so.
You kill him, no? You just straight up murder him. If you find him one-on-one, if you find him in this state one-on-one, he just dies. He can't kill you ever.
Yeah, because he hasn't taken his form yet, so.
Even after form. Unless he's red form, you're killing you. Even if he's blue form right now, you're killing him, by the way.
Okay. But like usually when I like 1v1 a Kane, I wait for him to like ult me and then I ult him because usually he can dodge with his ults. But then I just die.
If you hit your W, you don't die.
Okay.
Plus, it depends on what items you exactly are. If you're even levels with him, you just beat him. Like, until like level 9, when he gets his first item, that's when it gets a bit more scary with the ulti situation, right? But also, you could just hit abilities on him and then ult him from Narnia and then press W. No? Like,
Yeah.
like you can always kite out and then ult on the last second of passive and then you will get guaranteed ult no matter what. But yeah, this crossing is really fucking weird. Like, this... I genuinely don't see what you're thinking right now. Like, what is your thought process there? Because your Gromp is respawning, right? And you can see that top lane is in fight mode, right? You don't know if
Yeah.
these camps are up. You have a blue thingy there, right? In this funny spot, you have a blue ward, like the
Yeah.
blue thingy. Why are we going on the bot side and why are we crossing through mid?
I wanted to do the not do the dragon, but just see if Kane's on it, and like my Caitlyn hated me, so I felt like I had to help her in some way.
The third point very important, okay? If your Caitlyn is spamming you, we do this, okay?
Okay.
Slash defend, okay? If you're sub AD carry, it's a baby, and that happens very often. Either you mute his pings or you type slash defend. Because we don't listen to idiots.
Okay.
It's that simple. And I respect that because I do that sometimes where I just cross through the whole map to help my crank lane and I lose the game over that, you know? So it happens in every, But yeah, right now, this is probably the worst choice you have made all game, by the way. This is probably the most outrageous thing that you have done the whole game. Like, this is so bad.
Yeah.
Because first of all, like,
They saw me. Yeah.
First of all, they saw you. Second of all, when did Kane invade you? On your Gromp, right?
Yeah, so he might like come back.
Yes, okay. Yeah, but he invaded you on Gromp. So that means he came after being in his top side, right? So exactly in 2 minutes 30 afterwards, you can assume he's in his top side because he wants to clear his top camps and then invade you, right?
Yeah.
So he should be in the top side. Like, pressing this blue thing is so important. Maybe if you're really lucky, this would be up because he started from golems, and then you would be able to steal his raptors, and then you're vibing in the game. Or maybe you could run top lane, right? There's so many options. You legit chose the worst one.
Yeah.
But yeah. And now this is kind of complicated because you're probably losing Gromp. Your camps are not close to spawning. Your bot lane is on reset, and you get collapsed. Okay, you mute, please. Mute, don't report. Do not.
Oh.
Mute, like, who cares? Like, let him be a baby. Okay, did it. Nice, muted. But at this point, I would say the game is lost. Like, this decision single-handedly lost you the game. I would say. Okay, this is fine. Like, your bot lane trades 1-for-1. Melia is stupid for autoing, but it's okay. Wait, it's also trying to save it, but I don't know. Again, you're pathing towards top, right? And you're just not looking at top lane. Like, I don't even know what to say because I want to say go top lane, right? But I can't tell you to go top lane because I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Like, I legit can't tell you what mistakes you're making because you don't have information to make proper decisions. Like, you need to understand that jungle is about information gathering, and if you don't get information, you can't play the game. And maybe if you knew that enemy top laner right now is 20% health, you would run to it, right? If you knew like he's killable. But who knows, you know? Like, you need to work on that. That's like the main thing. Like, you need to work on information gathering. It can be crossing over the map, it can be F keys, right? But it needs to happen perma.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And you're doing voidies. And you're doing voidies.
I'm doing the grubs, yeah.
Like, do you see, like I, even when I'm drunk, I'm not even miming. I've gotten to the point where I'm drunk and I still F key. Like, I play drunk and I'm still F keying perma just to get info because jungle is unplayable without it. But wow, we got a kill because we look top lane.
Yeah.
Also, we do not do voidies, okay? That's also another rule. If we have jungle comes up, we do not do voidies, okay?
Don't do the grubs, okay.
Maybe you can steal one if you want, but no more than one. Like, the second one takes way too much time. Like, you should have been full clearing right now.
Yeah, I think I just abandoned that and let him take it and full clear.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I think you can steal one. Stealing one is always okay, but more than that is just weird. Because the only time void grabs are really powerful is when you have 6 of them or 5 of them. Like, 6 is where they are strongest because you spawn 2 of the shooters. On 5 you spawn 1, and on 4 you legit just get the on hit, and the on hit doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think I went for the grubs because they did take like the first 3, so I wanted my team to get at least 1.
Yeah, the one is good. The one is good. I'm just talking about doing void grabs because stealing one doesn't equal doing voidies, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because then I just steal it and then don't waste time. Just run away after.
Because the shield is the most disgusting part for Finger. For your okay, we don't go bot lane. They're dead. Nice. We acknowledge that. You could take the wave for a reset. That's like 50-50. You could go for a kill there as well. End up hitting your Q. No kill. You should W the cannon. That's fine.
Oops.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that
That's what
was,
happens. Okay, but
yeah, the
you
tower
probably
got in
press
the
B
way.
now. You press B now probably. Maybe they will stop it there, but it's okay. Like you're doing
The
the correct
Caitlyn's tilted.
decisions. Like you're doing the correct
Yeah, she's.
decisions. That's fine. That's completely fine. You get a kill of that. This melee is gonna come. Okay, we are doing something.
I wanted to get Jace too, but I thought I didn't have enough mana, so I just tried to kill Karma instead.
Yeah, but then don't kill the karma. Like you can't kill the karma
Yeah,
because
I'm too weak.
I mean, like yeah, you're too weak, but also Melia is closer to the thingy, to the Jace, so he would give you a buff of
Yeah,
damage, even if it's like
yeah.
like low. You would have killed
I
the
don't think I
Jace.
could have. Yeah, I don't think I could have done much here because like I have no mana, so I
Yeah,
shouldn't have ulted or
I mean,
done anything. I should have
I
just recalled.
I mean, I think you can actually play this if you just wait a bit more. Like, what prevents you from staying there, regening your mana, because you get the pet mana, right? If you're in jungle.
Yeah.
This still counts as jungle, this area, right? So you can
Uh-huh.
stand in this area, regen your mana to like 240, and then just go on the Jace. Because if you just wait a bit longer, like, Jace is walking upwards. You could have easily gotten him, I think. Because your melee would come as well. Like, you could have regened your mana and then played it.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, the game is over, right? Like I don't think there's anything to review because your bot lane collapsed, your top laner is collapsing, your mid is collapsing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna close this. We go to another game. But again,
Yeah.
like the main thing this game is the setup, right? That you went with. It's really really bad. Like you kinda let yourself get invaded. The same with the amount of damage you took on the blue buff is just horrible. Like you should have like at least 500 HP, maybe 400 if you're like reading. But you're coming out of blue buff with 330, almost 300 until you get healed by it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this should be like 550, and then you would have a thingy. Not 550, it would be like 520, 510, and then you have pot and you just kill him there, right? Also, if he comes in, you don't want to give them the blow. I would hit it one more time, the Gromp. It's very mechanic dependent. I would hit it one more time, so it aggro's onto you, and I would reset it so he doesn't get the Gromp with 1.2 HP, right?
Yeah.
You could hit it and force it to reset. And that probably also makes you win this fight because he wouldn't get the HP from Gromp. Because he actually, I think, yeah, he would have been
Could have
dead.
died there.
Yeah, he would have been dead, I think. Plus, we don't flash that early, right? From mechanical part, we don't flash that early. We wait for his Q to flash, or if you want to flash, we flash through this wall. So we put as much distance between us, right?
Yeah, I kind of just panicked after I saw that he took the Grom.
Yeah, it's okay. And yeah, and information gathering is the main thing. Okay, I'm gonna get the thingy, get the second vote now. Game review. Game number 2. Also, we didn't talk about your pathing, but your pathing was correct in that game. Because we had Malphite Mundo top lane, so we don't path to that lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, what do we have this game? Okay. Holy shit, your draft is terrible.
Yeah.
How did you win this game? I mean, Timo is good. I'm told you have triple AP with Kaisa, and Kaisa wants to build AP as well. You have 4 AP champions.
I think we won this because Ari carried us, and Zillion kept me alive because like I was basically the only melee.
Yeah, oh, I wanted to see when you press tab. Because I want to ask you about your pathing and what is the win con this game. Yeah. Pathing and win con.
Well, I don't want to pass towards a Teemo just because it's a Teemo.
Okay. That's wrong, but that's fine. I mean, I would actually... I guess I would path to bot lane as well, because there's Zillion and Tujana, but there's no good lane for you to path to be honest.
Yeah,
Then,
I think I just end up full clearing anyways. Like, I
yeah.
don't think I really gank.
In games like...
There's not really an opportunity to.
Yeah, in games like this, you just look where you're safest, right? Where the enemy jungler has the least chance of invading you, and where you clear the fastest. So this game, we just go blue to bot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, this game we should have like thingy health bot. Plus, when you're playing it to Rengar, right? This is when your bot lane has no prio, right? And you want a full clear, you should go like this. This into golems, okay? Then red buff. Like you do red buff last, so you can avoid him camping in this bush, right? Did we do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I did do that. And I also, like, I thought Rengar would invade me, so I'm pretty sure I ward somewhere early game.
You can't really ward against Rengar early game invade. Like, he won't invade you level 2, by the way. The only thing you can do is you can ask your Ahri to ward this at minute 2, the entrance to the jungle, right? That's, like, the most important thing you can get. Is minute 2 or, like, 150 ward from Ahri? You can ask for that in chat.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have other invade timers. Invading after red buff is really hard for Rengar. He's really weak first 2 levels. Yeah. I'm gonna be skipping a lot of puffing because we are looking at the map this game though. Wait, let me actually speed this up. Jesus Christ, my belly is killing me. There. Good though. Like, you're looking at the map, which is really good. Like this game, you're looking at mid lane, you're looking at bot lane, but the problem I have already is that if you're doing this with minimap, right, you end up not kiting the camps. Because with F keys, what you can do is you can press F key for like half a second, and then be able to see it, and see you have to pause for like 2 seconds to check every line. That's why F keys are good. Because you can F key, press spacebar, F key again, and then you can keep getting information while clearing your camp like you usually would, you know? It's a bit harder, but it allows you to clear more efficiently.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not sure if
Yes,
I say.
Oh, sorry. My only concern is that, like, I actually do have my F keys binded to, like, you know, X, C, and B.
Wait, my family is screaming. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm listening. Sorry. My family is screaming at me.
Okay. So I'm like afraid I might because like I don't have the muscle memory built in, so I'm afraid I might accidentally flash.
That's fine. Like you will accidentally flash like maybe 3-4 times, and then after like 20 games you'll play 10 times better. Like you have to, in the end you're gonna have like rough periods where you will struggle with F keys, but sooner or later it will benefit you so much that these games won't matter, you know? Like,
yeah.
If you wanna improve, you have to accept the fact that you will lose some games because you're F keying, because you will press bad buttons. Okay, that's the first point. Okay. Why are we going to crab? Did we lose our mind?
Yeah, I should have probably ganked, but I thought I would like get the crab for stacks.
Okay. It's not about
Rengar,
it's about you dying right now, okay? Because first of all, you don't see enemy mid, right?
Yeah.
You see bot lane is pushed in. What happens right now if the Janna moves there when you're doing crap? What if enemy Yasuo moves there and enemy Rengar is in this bush?
Oh yeah, I'd die because both the lanes don't have prio, so they could rotate.
Yes, and also enemy Rengar could be buffing there. You have no info on him, right? So
yeah.
You have 2 choices. First of all, you could either play bot lane 3-3 if you think you're winning. Do you think you guys win the bot lane 3-3?
I think so because it's a smolder. But he might fly away, and we might overextend and then die. So
with these minions, do you think you win with these minions and next wave coming in?
Oh, probably not. No, they damage us too much.
Okay, and also enemy Rengar being there, yes, you don't win. The answer is don't win, you have Zillion. They might have Smolder, you have Zillion, they have Janna. You get stomped, okay? So, if we can't contest bot crap, what do we do?
Probably recall.
Okay.
Get top crap.
When was the decision supposed to be made? Look, I even pointed to it. When? When do we make this decision?
Right after Krugs.
Yes. So what do we need to do before Krugs? Check lanes, right? Again.
Check lanes, yeah.
Yes, it again comes back. It always comes back to the same point, right? You don't know. Because if you saw this, you could press B right now. You saw mid lane, that mid lane is pushed in, right? So the wave is like this, the wave is like this, right? We just accept that. We reset, we take top crap. And we pray that our bot lane doesn't collapse. If you want, you could drop them this ward, which you should. You should drop the ward in the tri-bush, the one you're standing in, right? To prevent them from getting it off. But this is honestly, this should be game loss. Like, you giving that early kill to Rengar, that's like the only way this matchup becomes unplayable, is you dying there. The fact that you don't die is holy shit.
A miracle.
Yes, you should be that. It's because Rengar had a shit clear, because he doesn't play Rengar probably, and he doesn't know how to clear. But even this is really bad, because now you're sharing XP with your bot lane, and they lost so much XP right now.
Yeah, and I think I ward the bush and then die. Yeah, see.
Yeah, that is just grieving at this point. But it all comes back to the same point. You didn't gather information, and because you didn't gather information, you didn't even think about this being like a possibility that could happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, pretty much every single thing you do in jungle comes from the information you're having, right? And that's also the first thing I will focus on with you, like in this and previous review, right? Is you need to gather information. Like, there's just no way. You can be the best player in the world, and if you don't have enough information, you will just not be able to make the proper decisions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, why can't we go for fucking I can't speak. Wraiths again.
What was that?
Why can't you go for Wraiths again? Wraiths? What the fuck are they called? These things.
Oh, Raptors.
Raptors, Jesus fucking Christ. I played League since season 1, so they were Wraiths back in the days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Why can't you go for them right now?
I just thought since Ari's kind of, I don't know if, like, I just don't know if their mid lane's still there, and Ari's kind of still under turret, so
okay.
I thought it'd be safer to just full clear my Gromp and then go into Wolves.
Okay, you are just faster on this, so you would be able to take it before he comes, by the way. If you run there instantly straight from base, right? First of all, you get movement speed from coming from base, right? You know that.
Yeah.
So he has to reset. Right now, he's probably just starting the reset. He won't get movement speed. You could easily insta-run there and steal it before he arrives and go back to your full clear, by the way. And take the crab on your exit way. Like, you should just run there, because also you should be able to see right now enemy Yasuo is half HP bar. I'm like pretty sure he didn't reset yet, and your Ari TP to the lane because she's full HP, full mana. So even if a fight happens, you are winning the fight probably, because your Ari is just stronger.
Yeah.
So you should be, right now you should be accepting that, okay, you died, but you can get something out of it. Like, you could be getting this Wraith camp, and that would be really nice. But those comes from the fact, instead of focusing on the death, focus on like what you can do with that. Because also, you know that Rengar is pathing top to bot, right? You know that he was level 4 after full clear, so he did every camp, he made it in time, so he for sure started top, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking at the map more this game though, so that's really good. Like, there's, maybe that last game was like an exception, but still, it's way too little. Yeah. First of all, before we commit to moving top lane, we should click on them, and if we had a F key, we could press F1 or any other key that we bind it to and see that he is not in danger, right? So he could be continuing a full clear. Also, void grabs or whatever, so he can just keep wasting time. Perfect. Also, right now, we should be pressing tab. That's another thing. You need to press tab in these moments to see how much CS he has. You know how to count jungle camps, right? CS.
It's like 4 per camp, isn't it?
Yes, it's 4 per camp. For full clear, first full clear, you have 24. With crab, it's 28. He had 24 because he didn't take bot crab, you stole it. So if he has still 24, that means he has this camp to do, this camp to do, this camp to do. So you could actually run like this and steal his Gromp, just based on the fact that he got so much time topside, right?
Yeah.
But you have to check his CS to see if he actually did golems already, or he went there before golems, because if he did golems, he would be able to make it. But that's another small thing too that you could be doing, right? It's still like very small, like it doesn't change your game that much. So information gathering, again, like it's the main point. Because you're not making bad decisions. Like, so far I'm not seeing any like horrible things outside of the cross top to bot. Okay. And I spoke.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah, like why? Just why? Why not finish your full clear?
I just assumed that Rengar would probably be doing grubs. So I thought I might as well just try to do it straight. But I hate doing Dragon on LILLIA because it takes forever. And I could be like taking all his top camps, right? I mean his bottom side camps.
Okay. Yes. Yes, exactly. And also, what does a dragon actually give you?
It doesn't. It gives you ability haste and attack speed, but like Lilia
How
doesn't
much
really
percentage?
care.
How much percentage?
Oh, what was that?
How much percent does Dragon give you?
I think it's like 2% or something. It's
Yeah.
really low.
Yes, it's very low. Okay, this is Sol. Oh? Yes, this is the Sol. Yeah, this is Sol. No, but this is old because this gives, yeah, this is old. But it gives, I'm pretty sure, 4 or 5 old stuff. I wanted to see if there's figure. Dragon Pit. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it gives 4% mother thingy, 4% attack speed and 4% CDR, right? And that is
Yeah.
nothing. Like that, you don't care about that. Like, especially if you're playing a champion like Lilia, this, and this, and the game is won, no?
Yeah.
Like, you really need to be looking for these early game leads. Like, when I play Lilia, I pretty much drop every early dragon unless I'm after full clear and my bot lane is able to move there. So if you really want to go for this, let's say you really believe that your champ is useless this game, that you won't be able to carry, you have to ping your bot lane to come. You have to be spamming in help right now and being like, hey, I need help. Move to dragon, please, you know?
Mm-hmm.
At minimum.
Yeah, I just thought we could do it because like
I mean,
I
you
think their
can do it.
support
You,
recalled, so I wanted them to like rotate and like help me take it quickly.
yeah, but then you need to ping. Like,
Yeah.
but I still think like invading is just better. Like I would just go for invade. I would just be selfish. You need to be selfish to play Lilia. You're a carry champion. You need to be ahead. You can be behind, right?
Yeah.
Like in these spots, maybe if it's Mountain Drake, like the only exception I would give is maybe Mountain or Infernal Drake. Sorry, Mountain and Ocean Drake. If it's a first dragon of the game, because Mountain is by far the best Drake. Like Mountain wins games, and
Yeah.
Ocean because it's the best early game Drake. Also, my family is going
Yeah.
upstairs. I need to be back for a second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. But yeah, these two only matter, like Ocean and Mountain. Mountain is the best killing one, and Ocean is the best. Okay.
Ooh.
First of all, this is a consequence of happened early, which you didn't ping your team to move to your Tone Dragon, right? So you're still taking it. So you got punished for what you did. And second of all, we are out already. Why are we going back in?
Because I didn't want my team to get angry at me. It looks like they're going back in, so I wanted to be there to support them.
You're
But
not there.
I'm useless.
You're
I
not.
can't do anything.
Yes, you're not there to please your teammates. Like that, you need to understand that if you're playing jungle, jungle very much is about telling your laners no. You need to be like, okay, you guys are stupid. Pick them off. If they don't listen, it's not on you. You can't baby them.
Okay.
You're not their mother.
Yeah.
So you just go off, take your Gromp, reset, and then take your golems, reset, or reset instantly, full clear, and get your lead. You know. Because in the end, you're not playing Sejuani. If you were playing Sejuani, maybe you could make an argument that you need to be playing with them. But you're playing Lilia, you need to be able to carry. If you're not able to walk at enemies because you're ahead, you're losing the game. So play for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. Like, you go for full clear, nice. Again, we don't see what's happening mid lane now with you. You should probably walk there after blow. To get the wave. Next wave. That's gonna come, yeah. You get the next full wave, please take it. Please take the wave.
Oh, I tried to chase the Yasuo.
Yeah, you just take the wave, because I think Ari has no TP. You take the wave and you go back to full clear. Please don't go back.
I think I tried to snipe him.
I mean, you could kill them there. Oh my fucking god. oh, that's just fucking difficult to watch.
Yeah.
I think it's fine to go for the snipe, but holy shit.
I missed.
Yeah, I just don't.
So sad.
Yeah. I mean, right now you're also clear as kind of fucked because you're pathing from bot to top for no reason, right? How the fuck do you end up winning this game?
I think Ari carries.
Okay. That's crazy that Ari carries from this point. Okay. You chased it down. Be nice.
Yeah, this Janna's really aggressive.
Yeah, she wants to kill herself. It's okay. It happens. Some people just don't want to win. So I am gonna die. I need to go to the toilet soon, so I hope the game ends soon. It's 33 minutes, holy shit. Because my belly is dying.
Yeah, oh, that's fine. Yeah, you could probably just fast forward and...
I mean, the thing is, like, I'm not gonna go over mid game just because
Uh,
like your two VODs are showing me that the problem right now is you're losing games before they even start. Like that's like with improvement, like I have at least that approach to improvement is that you need to tackle the most important problems first, right? Like there's no need for me to talk over 15 different scenarios, right? That could happen in
mhm.
mid game when you aren't able to get to mid game in a proper spot, right? So
Yeah.
right now the biggest issue is information gathering by far. That's like that your information gathering like a silver player that just got into league, you know? Like that's how it
Mhm.
looks like. And if that doesn't get fixed, you will not be able to get into proper spots because you're
Yeah.
doing proper decision most of the time. Like if you play like that honestly and you fix your information gathering, if nothing changes, you're probably getting master like easily.
Uh-huh.
Like, but outside of that, like I can't see anything else because half the time you just don't know like anything that's happening. So I don't know if you're actually able to make the proper decision, right? Like
Yeah.
if in some situations like you can see your top lane like being gankable and then you decide not to gank, then we can talk about that. But you don't see your top lane being gankable. Again, we don't do rifties. We could walk top lane there, by the way.
I
But
know.
so far, this like all of this is good. By the way, all of this was good. Like you looked mid lane, you moved towards mid lane, right? To her having
Uh-huh.
fine, that's like really good. Like this is, but see, you did it. You exactly when you saw this, you did it, which shows you can do this. You just don't see it half the time, right?
Yeah.
You do this, and then you get collapsed on by Rengar, which is fine. Like it happens sometimes. He just walks into your jungle, but he's trolling. That's why assassins are also really bad into Lilia because they end up just not killing you half the time. They can't really kill you
Oh.
unless you misplay.
Oh, okay. I usually died to them.
Yeah, I
I guess
mean,
I
honestly, I love assassin matchups. Like I think the worst matchups for Lilia is Karthus, Evelyn, and those are two main worst matchups. Let me actually see if there's anything that's like much worse. But Lilia assassin matchups are only hard if they get fed, right? Kindred
yeah.
is hard, Karthus, Evelyn is hard, and then Kayn and Kha'Zix are fine. Kha'Zix, if he snowballs, is annoying, or if the game goes long, he's annoying with his W max. But that happens after level 11, so it's kind of whatever. And then the rest of the matchups are whatever. You can kind of play all of them.
Yeah.
And
I struggle
Bel'Veth is
with the
hard.
Briar, Belveth, and Blue Cane.
Yeah,
Those are like my personal struggles.
Kayn, you just build armor into him and then he's useless. Briar, I can't tell you anything because I don't see that champ at all. But my first instinct is that you just play passive and wait for her to overextend and just kill her. That's my first instinct. Did you say Bel'Veth?
Yeah, Belveth.
Pray to God she doesn't invade you early. You need to get like, especially with the pot and especially with the like green setup, there's a moment in the game where you will just straight up kill her if she ever comes. But with Bel'Veth, it's more about understanding when to, like when she can invade you, right? Bel'Veth is strong at free camp invading, so let's say you're starting topside. Oh wait, let me pull up full screen. Let's say you're starting topside, right? She wants to invade you either on this or this, right? Or this. Like this one of these three camps, probably on these two, right? And you can
Yeah.
prevent that by doing this, this, and then this. And if she level to invade you on blue buff, like if she goes this into this, which I've seen happen sometimes, then you can just playing into Bel'Veth ward this push, right? Level 1.
Yeah.
To see that. And like that, obviously opposite side of the map. You're like opposite, like from red side, it's the same, right? But you need to ward entrances into Bel'Veth. And she collapses pretty quickly into you. Like I've had it happen multiple times where I was playing Bel'Veth because I play both champions. If you don't die on Lilia to her early game and you get into a spot where you have Rylai and Liandre, she actually tends to just die when she runs at you.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if you built Rylai. Like we haven't talked about builds yet.
I don't really build Rylai's. I go my usual build on Lilia is Leandri's Riftmaker. And then since like I usually go, free boots, I do like I wait for my boots to arrive. So I usually get it after Leandri's before I forget. And I go like the ability haste boots, the lucidity boots, or like, the ninja tabbies if they have like an AD team. And I rarely go the CC boots, Merc Treads, because I kind of just want to, dodge the skill shots. But if it's like a CC heavy team, I do go it. But I never go Sork shoes.
Yeah,
And sometimes
Sorks
I
are
go Swifty
terrible.
boots.
Sork are terrible, Swifty are terrible. Like Mercs and Tabbies are situational, as you said. But I've had this talk before, so it kind of feels weird repeating myself. I hate Riftmaker. I think Riftmaker Lilia, like that item is just not good
Probably
on
bad
Lilia.
now.
I think
Yeah.
it's bad. I think it's actually bad. Because first of all, this passive, kinda useless. I don't know if you ever checked how much AP that gives. Like that's like
Uh,
20 AP when you get it, 11, you know? It's a useless
yeah.
passive. Second, this passive. Again, remember what we talked? 5.
It's not that good. Yeah.
Yeah, like the damage increase is kind of nice, but again, like think about how Lilia plays, right? Like if you are already in a spot where you're fighting a fight for 5 seconds and you're able to continue where Riftmaker would matter, right? Aren't you winning the fight? Like this is only good into multiple midi champions. So let's say you're playing into Sion, Sejuani, and then there's a Nautilus, right? Then I would buy Riftmaker. But outside of that, Riley is just the best Lilia item in the game, in my opinion. Like I warmed up to it because in last season I didn't like it that much. But this season, this item is just Exodia. Like, look at these stats it gives you for 2.6k. Look at this. Like, 2.6k is 400 HP, 75% AP, and it's cheap. Like, I can't state this enough. I really can't state this enough. Cheap items are better than expensive items, period. Even if the expensive items are more cost efficient, you get your spike later, and also you get your third item later. And if you're playing jungle, very often you're behind on the curve. You're behind two laners, right? You have less gold than they have. So you need to get your items faster. If you don't get your items faster, you can fight them. Also, so on Lilia OP, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just if you have any questions why I hate this as well, you can ask. So, like,
Yeah, I've heard people say that it's not that good. But I guess I just kind of auto build into it because I like the component, like the second haunting
mask,
guys. It's bad.
I mean, it's a good component, but at the same time, the item is just expensive and Rayleigh is just good. Like, if Rayleigh wasn't the best item for Lilia in the game, then this wouldn't be good. Like, I would say Cosmic Drive is better than Riftmaker. Like, if you want damage, I would just go Rayleigh Cosmic Drive.
Okay.
Or I would go
Yeah, I'll
Rayleigh and
try that out.
Riftmaker. If you're into multiple melee, especially like Riftmaker is good. That's when I would say it's good, right? Riftmaker. But also, I think boots early game are just really broken Lilia. And if you want defensive items like Frozen Heart Omens, I think you said you do, right? Like you just do these items.
Yeah, I do build that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So these items are good overall. What else? Like Zonia is nice in some games. I am not that big of a fan of Zonia because it's expensive, right? So.
And it it stops Lilia. So then once your stasis ends, they just collapse on you. So
Yes.
it's not that good unless you make the flash ult play.
Yep, that's the only time it's good. Other items you could think about is Anathema. If they're running like one, like if let's say they have a Fed AP champion, right? You just go Anathema into Night's Vow into Locket, right? And then you fifth item you build like heavy armor and MR stuff, right? Like because again, cheap items, right? 2.5k, 30% damage reduction one target, right? Increases tenacity of them so your ult is better, gives you ability haste HP. Like overall look into cheap items. Like I just prefer cheap items, period. Like I don't like building expensive items. They're just so ass. You can even go stuff like Abyssal Mask if you have games for it. I would stray away from what is the item called? I would stray away from what is the item called? Spirit Visage, that item is terrible. Kayanik is better than Fawn. Like Fawn is just worse Kayanik nowadays, so just build Kayanik Recurrent if you want Fawn.
Okay.
Because like if you look at the stats, like you only would buy this for movement speed, right? Because you look at this, the only difference is 5% movement speed, right? And the passives, Kayanik just gives you more, just period. Like this movement speed and this fucking shit that gives you like Force of Nature. What the fuck is even passive? Because nobody builds this. I don't remember. Becoming immobilized, grants 2 stack and refreshes the duration. Damaging basic attack and spells per cast. They only grant at maximum gain 70 bonus magic resistance and 10% bonus movement speed. For 7 seconds, stacking up to 8 times. That is just 8 times.
It's never gonna get stacked. I mean, it's like I build it into like a brand who has like Rylai's, like a burn magic champ. That's the only time I really build Force of Nature.
Yeah, but then you can have like 400 thingy MR shield with 80 magic resist, you know, that is insta there. That's the thing that you need to understand, you know, that it just way too much value. But yeah, like again, Like this is why I also wanted to see 2 games, because like in the end, like reviewing, maybe if you wanna go over the rest of the game, but if I were to like say something, like just get like 2 weeks of practicing using F keys and
Yeah.
practicing getting information, and then hit me up for like with 2 more votes or like 1 close vote, and then we can review again, because as long as this don't get fixed, you're gonna end up going into mid game with like a flip. Like sometimes you will just win, sometimes you will not win. I would rather see you make proper decisions in game and have information, and then we can review to actually improve your like view on the game, right? Because right
Yeah.
now it's just flipping. You're just flipping. If you see, you win. If you don't see, you don't win, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my biggest problem.
That's a
I
problem
can
of every
imagine
jungler.
that. Yeah. Like I guess it gets better when you climb more because like you're that's how you win information gathering as a jungler, but I guess like in my elo
Pretty much every
doesn't
jungler
really
is like
happen.
that in your elo. Like I'm not memeing.
Okay.
I am 90% sure when I do these reviews on Wednesday, this will be the thing that I will talk about the most, and people will be like, "Oh, why are you not reviewing mid game?" Because mid game doesn't matter. Like early game is the most important phase of the game. If you
Yeah.
can't play early game well, it doesn't matter if you make proper choices mid game. You're gonna end up going into mid game with 2k gold down, and who cares? You lost the game already.
Yeah.
Like the most important stuff first, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but this is like this by the thing that every jungler does, like in low elo. Like even some junglers in master just don't look at their map, and it's so important. Like I can't state how important it is to just look at your map to see the
I just feel
information.
so forced to like finish my camp because I just wasted all my abilities and like time on it, and it's like so close to dying. So I just want to like finish my camp and then move to the play. But I think I should like my biggest problem is just autopiloting clearing and finishing my camps instead of just rotating immediately to help
But
my
that's fine.
team.
That's fine.
Okay.
But that's fine. Sometimes like it depends. There's 2 mindsets, because, for example, in Korea, like if you watch Korean VODs, very often junglers will just drop everything just to move to a fight, right? But
Hmm.
at the same time, it's fine to not move to a play if you think the play is playable, right? But you can't get a measurement of when the play is playable, right? So what I could say is do the opposite then. Like actually move to every play. Like if you see your mid laner fighting, right? Just move every time in the middle of the camp, and then after the game you can go over the play if that's not a problem with you. If you actually like want to review the games, you can go over and see, oh, could I like is me moving there good? Did I achieve anything, right? And then you can slowly like realize when it's good to move. If that makes sense,
Yeah.
where like you will get that
Yeah.
information, because if you now start making decisions, you will lean more towards, oh, I don't want to move, right, because I'm clearing. It's better to just move and then realize if it was good or not, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll start doing that. I think I've built like really bad habits over time. So I gotta like shake it up a bit and
I mean, you're gonna lose LP though. Like, don't expect to like climb. By the way, like just saying,
yeah, I
because
know.
like now, right now you're gonna drop. Like this is happens every single time you get coached. I don't know if you had gotten coaching before, but if you get
No,
coached,
first time.
yeah, if you get coached and you actually like start implementing what people tell you to implement, you will get worse, because you need like your other parts of the game will get worse, right? And then after a
Yeah.
while, when you implement them properly, you will end up like climbing. But yeah, I don't think this is worth talking about, because right now you're in such a shit state and you're kind of useless. Again, this all happened from early game, right?
Yeah.
So focus on information gathering, and second part is invade, right? Pay attention to like when you can invade and when you can punish enemy jungler, because you play for yourself. Like have that in your mind that you are the carry, and if you play like a carry, you will win more games. Right? I can't speak.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be more selfish.
Yes, you choose to play Lilia, you have to be selfish. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it just kind of sucks when like your laners are also selfish. Like the team comp, like I feel like I lose a lot just from team draft
that
sometimes.
yeah, but that's why when you go tank, you can actually salvage that. That's why I think tank Lilia is good. Have you noticed I didn't tell you about any AP items? I don't think
Yeah.
Lilia is good with AP items. I think you actually should be building her tank. You go realize into tanky items, then you just vibe. I can even show you
Okay.
my games. Like it's very rare for me to go multiple like AP items. Like I pretty much always go tank nowadays. Like this game, I try this is where I was testing Riftmaker, by the way. Like even this game, which this looks like a great Riftmaker game, right? I didn't like it. Like it felt
Okay.
weird. Like Riftmaker is bad, but outside of this game, like this game, I'm legit going like fucking block it third, right? Or like thingy when I kinda like we need a tank, so again I'm going to clock it to walk up so my Ezreal and Annie can have space, right? And Bart can walk with me.
Uh-huh.
Like I was legit tanking the Gragas, Wukong, and Ari engage on me every single fight, right? This
Yeah.
game, Frozen Heart. Into what? Into C, Assassin, Assassin, right? Assassin.
Yeah.
Again, I'm the tank kinda because we have champions go forward, but I'm still the most tanky person. This game I went AP. I don't remember why. So I can tell you that. But again, this game I'm legit 12 kills and look at my build.
Oh, why? What's with the Shirellas? Why did you build
I'm
that?
I'm testing different
Oh,
items.
okay.
I'm still not sure about Shrelia because the active is really good, but at the same time it's the thing with overcapping movement speed, right? Where the MS doesn't really give you enough. So I don't think it's that good, but it's something that you could consider building sometimes. Where instead of Rayla, you go Shrelia, but I don't know. I don't think it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went full tank
Yeah.
again. Like as you can see, this was where I was also testing Jackshot, but I started building it. I was like, what the fuck? I had 2 resets and I can't buy item. I have like 2 components and I'm standing on like 1k gold. Not able to spend it.
Yeah.
It feels really bad.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I like tank Lilia anyway, so I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back and try that. Try those builds.
This another build I cooked up. Like I just go tank items every game pretty much. Like just don't go AP tip for me unless you're like 20-0 and you need and you think that you can go AP and carry the game like this game. But yeah, I think that will be all though because I wanna go back to
Okay.
grinding solo queue. So
Yeah, thank you so much.
yeah, no problem. So bye. You can keep me
Bye.
updated in like 2 weeks. We can go again on the review. But yeah,
Bye. Thank you.
bye bye.